Hey everybody, it's Tim again, and I tell you what, after I was so impressed with the Mart Universal Monsters Alliance figures, I only got a couple to begin with, but I thought, you know what, doing this blind box thing and just taking your chances with which one you get, and this might cost a lot of money to do it. So much to my surprise, there are places on eBay where they'll have a lower price, and you can get them as low as $75. You got to take it. So for 9 figures, when you consider it was $30 for the first 2. So supposedly these boxes have 9. These boxes, as in this one, have 9 actual figures in them, and they're supposed to be one of each. So this is wrapped in plastic. This is brand new. I'm going to unbox this and take a look. I'm not going to unbox each one individually. That'll take far too long. But we're going to see if we get all 9 that I'm looking for. Plus, there's an off chance, 1 in 100 and something, that I could get the actual chase. So we'll find out with the unboxing of this Mart Universal Monsters Alliance Monsters set. Okay, I'm back with the Universal Monsters Mart. The Universal Monsters Alliance is what they call them. Now, this is an overseas country. I believe this is out of China. Not really available at any U.S. retailers. But again, if you look on eBay, there are drop shippers on there that you can bargain with. And so certainly, if you're looking at only getting a couple, well, then you just buy them the regular way. But if you want the entire set, this is definitely the way to go. Now, I'm going to take this off the stand. Now, I had it in the box previously, and as you can see on the front, we have each of the Universal Monsters available. It actually doesn't include the chase figure, but what's really cool, as you saw in a previous video review that I did, these are sitting in theater chairs. And on the back, they actually have the official Universal Monsters title treatment on the back of the chairs, which is really cool. And obviously, the idea here is just to show you what more of these look like. I had the Phantom of the Opera and the Creature from the Black Lagoon in my first 2 in that review. So again, the whole idea here is to get the rest and possibly the chase figure. So, what we got here is, as you can see, this is like if you're walking to a store, it's an entire display. And if you didn't see that first video, these are really nice boxes that, pretty much have, production information on them, but also, too, they have each of the figures pictured. And again, you do enough research, you're going to find out that this is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, that figure that is in question. And again, the odds of getting these a little bit better than your average blind box ones. They're 1 in 9. So you're going to get 1 of the 9, and that's what they promise with this figure. And possibly, I believe it's 1 in 100 or 109, something like that, for the chase figure. So I'm going to take a few of these out of the box. You can check those out when I come back in a minute. Okay, I'm back with these Mart Universal Monsters action figures, and just to give you an idea of what this is like as far as the way I take them out of the box, at least, I think this is such of a cool looking display, even with empty boxes. I mean, think about that, with that Frankenstein's monster up there. It just looks like a cool store display. So conceivably, if you take it easy with the boxes, you don't have to rip them up, you can have that cool display. But generally what I do is I take them out of the bottom. So what's great about these particular blind box figures is that you don't have to sit and feel around trying to figure out what these are. I found out by accident last time that there's actually a card that comes with these, and this one is the Invisible Man. So that's really cool. So if you wanted to sell these, yes, technically they're open box items, but you can keep them in the package. So they're sort of new if if you get duplicates or whatever. But so what you do is you take them out of the package, and that is a really cool representation of the Invisible Man. And then we got to get these out of the packages. Here is the chair. And again, that's the title treatment from the Invisible Man. And I'm sorry if that's not quite in focus, but it's no... What is the date there? It's the release date in 1933. Wish I could get that in better focus for it. There we go, finally. November 13th, 1933. So the idea then is to sit them in their theater chair. And then these also, this particular one comes with a couple little extra accessories. And I'm just taking them out as we speak. You could probably hear that crinkling of the plastic in back. I should actually have taken these out before. Ah, there we go. And then the idea is to pop the pop from Pop Mart into the hand here, so he's having a soda during the actual film. So let me take this out and put this in his hand. As you can see, there's this little peg here. And there's a little hole in the hand that you can actually take care of it. There. And then, as the Invisible Man is sitting there, looks like you can put his little book of formulas and secrets underneath there. So this one over here, I'm just going to take a chance, see what it is, not sure. And it is the Bride of Frankenstein, eating what it looks to be some sort of theater snack. And she doesn't come with any other accessories. So there you go. Here's the Bride of Frankenstein with the title treatment. Yes, 1935. Okay, we're going to put that there and set it there. And there's the actual card that comes with it. All right, we'll do one more here. Don't want to bore you too much with going through each of these packages and opening them individually. Just kind of giving you an idea of what's in the package, what it actually comes in. And let's find out early what this one is. Oh, and I already got this one before. This is a Phantom of the Opera, the Claude Rains version. So I'm not going to open that because I already got one of those. So when I come back, I will have unboxed all of them, and I got a very cool display set up to show you what everything looks like once it's all out of the package. Okay, here are all the Pop Mart Universal Monsters Alliance figures unboxed. And as you can see, I have the cards in front here. And back here on a fake theater, I guess you could say they're like, it's like stadium seating. This is basically like a spice rack that I covered with some velvet lining there. You have all of the figures. So we have the Invisible Man in front and the Creature from the Black Lagoon there. Here we have the Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster, and Dracula drinking some wine. Frankenstein's monster is enjoying some popcorn out of a jack-o'-lantern shaped popcorn bowl. And of course in the back, and I reviewed the Phantom of the Opera previously along with the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Wolfman, we have the Mummy, and Van Helsing. So you have to remember, it is a Universal Monsters film that came out in the early 2000s. So yes, it does qualify. It's not a classic Universal Monsters movie, but I guess for the purposes of this release, they slid it in there, and that's fine. So obviously I got all 9 of the common figures that were available for this release. And then if you look above, here are all the figures, and I'm looking for the switch to do, there we go. Give you a better look at all of these as they wind around. There are all the cards, of course, Creature, Dracula, Wolfman winding around there. And we have the Bride of Frankenstein, the Mummy, and the Invisible Man, and Van Helsing. And that's supposed to be Hugh Jackman, I guess. And then we have the Claude Rains version of the Invisible Man. And then, of course, in the middle is Frankenstein's monster. So that's just a fun little bonus that come with these blind boxed figures. I am not really a fan, and I said this last time, of the deformed figure thing, but honestly, it's the theater seats that sold it for me. I thought, what a cool concept. So you can kind of stage a theater diorama, and hopefully I will get something decent enough put together, and I'll highlight it in a future video. Now, as I also mentioned, over here is the actual box that came in, and I opened them from the bottom. There's like a pull open thing from the top, a cardboard tag that you can rip them open that way, but if you carefully open them from the bottom, you can just put that back and display them in there with everything else. Again, I'm happy that I actually got all the common figures. Jekyll and Hyde, yeah, it would have been cool, but it also would have meant that I would have had to somehow obtain that last figure, and I can actually live without the Jekyll and Hyde chase. So if it happens to pop up and it's relatively cheap, which now it is not on eBay, then I'll get it. But right now I'm fine with the ones I got. All the core Universal Monsters, including, and then again, Van Helsing, which is pretty cool. So, as far as looking at these figures and trying to figure out which one was my favorite out of all of them, and I'm trying to find the switch around this thing. There we go. Let's stop that. I think right now my favorite is trending toward Dracula, just because of the whimsical kind of pose that he has and everything. And then, as with all these other ones, they have the actual title treatment on back, which I just love. That was the coolest touch. I just love that they did that. Just because I'm such of a fan of The Bride of Frankenstein, probably my favorite Universal Monsters movie. This one ranks up there as well. And I showed you the back of her chair earlier in this video. And this is really cool. And this may be, I don't know, man. I can't pick out one. It's a favorite in particular. But what's fun about this one is Frankenstein's monster. I got to do this. I got to put this back in the stand so you can see it. Is his head pops off, top of his head, okay? And there's a removable brain. What do you think about that? How cool is that? What a great idea. So you can pop that off like so. Put them back in the chair. And in the back, you have the Frankenstein title treatment from the film. Right there from 1931, November 21st, 1931. So yeah, it's pretty cool. If these were just monsters like these that came out a few years back, these are from Funko, I believe, Mini Monster or something or whatever they were called. They were cool. I had to get them all, especially in black and white. If these come out in black and white, I don't know if that's going to be the case. I should also show you this one again. Oops, and there goes his little booklet. But I love this Invisible Man figure. Again, I kind of like the whimsical poses that they put in there. It looks like, I'm not going to name the brand of pop there, but it looks awfully familiar there. And then just, again, close-ups of Creature from the Black Lagoon. I love that, eating some fish. Of course, Eric has the rose from the Phantom of the Opera. Looks like the Wolfman has French fries. The Mummy has, looks like popcorn or fries. And Van Helsing, appropriately, has a mug of beer and his weapon that shoots arrows. Kind of a sophisticated weapon. So I actually thought we were done seeing Van Helsing merchandise. So that's kind of cool and unexpected. So, my name is Tim Lammers and I review cool movie toys. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please like and share it with all your Universal Monsters loving friends. And there goes Dracula's drink. If you want to subscribe, I would love that. And I promise more of these monster videos soon. This is my favorite movie genre, probably, stop motion animation, and it is kind of a battle. It's back and forth, but I grew up with the monsters and I grew up with stop motion. So yeah, so please tell all your friends and subscribe, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Happy toy hunting, everybody.